Everybody, this is Mitchell with the Wave Magazine. I'm here with the cast and crew of Whiskey Tears, just premiered tonight at Voodoo Lounge. We got Frank, the director, Bianca, Brad, and Shantae. Say hi, everybody. How are we doing today?
Real good. All right.
We're doing great. We had an awesome premiere. We're very happy.
It was wonderful. The film is great. Shantae, tell us a little bit about the film. How did it come about? How did you write the screenplay? And what is the premise of the film?
All right, so the premise was that when we first met, me and Frank and a couple other of our partners in 151, we actually wanted to start creating a piece that would kind of be something that we could shoot for ourselves. We were doing a lot of music videos. And we
Get up in that picture, nigga. 510, man. Fuck the
I'm
far away, man. 510, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And so we wanted to do film. So I started writing about what I knew best, and that was my friends in the city of San Jose and the nightlife around here.
San Jose.
I just wrote it like I saw it, and we cut it down to make it something, to simplify it a little bit more, something a little more feasible for us as an independent young production company. And that's what we came out with, is Whiskey Tears. And it's about 4 young individuals of San Jose who on a normal weekday night just cruise about on their bicycles, enjoying the alcohol and what San Jose provides, you know, our nightlife around here. And it's about friendship, it's about music, and it's just what keeps young people moving, I think.
Talk a little bit about the music. There was a couple live bands.
Yeah.
Of course, the bands were playing tonight.
Huge
How important was the music to the movie?
Oh, fantastic.
Well, 151 started initially together working on music videos, so that was a strength that we always had as a camaraderie spirit. Like, we know that's an easy thing for us. We're fortunate enough that Shantae is really good friends with one of the main bands who provides the entire soundtrack.
They were the inspiration.
And they're what really made the story come to life. So for us to make a film with music in it, there was no other choice. That was the only way we could go, was with the Whiskey Avengers. We ended up meeting the Shit Kickers, or the Shat Kickers for editing purposes, through mutual friends who helped support the film. And once we saw these guys live, or at least for me as the director, I knew there was nothing else we could have in this film.
You can tell by the reaction from the crowd. I mean, everybody, one of the highest marks that we hear from people is, where can I get that soundtrack? And I'm like, they're here tonight.
And we take a little bit of pride in ourselves as filmmakers and music fans of knowing that that's good. Like, that was an inspiration and a core of making the film. It's having good music, because we're music fans as well.
So as a director, how did you and Shantae collaborate? How did y'all meet? How did you come together on this project?
We started working together mutually on another project, and in turn decided that we would be better off taking a leap of faith and doing it on our own. And her spirit as a producer and a creative individual meshed very well with what we had already started working on together as a team with a couple other individuals who were involved in the film as well. And when she presented the screenplay, it was kind of all she had to do to really convince me that it was a movie was take me out one night. And she literally brought me to a bar where the Whiskey Avengers were playing. And once I saw everything happen, I knew that was a film. I knew that story had to be told visually as well as audio-wise with the music as well. And that's when we really knew that Element 151 was going to become a filmmaking team and continue to make movies. That's what we started.
Bianca and Brad, great job in the movie.
Thank you.
How did y'all prepare for the role? And when you saw the screenplay, how did this come about? How did y'all get involved? Bianca, go ahead.
Well, when I first read the screenplay and I was thinking about doing the film, I immediately identified with Sophie. They didn't tell me who they were trying to cast me for or anything like that. They just wanted me to look it over, and I just saw a lot of myself in her, and so it was really easy for me to get into Sophie's life and just really be there. It's my first film project, so it was definitely something that was new for me. But I mean, I've had similar experiences, so it wasn't really a hard stretch for me to really get into it.
Brad?
Well, even before I read the script, I was, ready to do it anyway. But, I did a lot of research, for the role,
A lot of whiskey drinking and some research, right?
Exactly, yeah. I had a lot of practice, so I was excited to do it. And it was just a really good time. Everybody put forth, an amazing effort. And I got to thank everybody else that, was pretty much involved, so.
And Brad and I went to Sound State together, so.
We went to San Jose, that's where
Brad was actually the only cast member who didn't audition.
I just
I was told Like
It was written for.
It was basically
Yeah.
Shantae said
Right.
Brad should do this role, and I trusted her, and he came through 100%.
How long did it take to shoot?
We shot this film in 4 days. We had a 2-week break between the first 3 days and our last day. Last day was our most intensive day. We shut down a street in downtown San Jose.
Yeah, you shut down San Fernando.
We did, which isn't a small street. In case you've ever been to San Jose, it's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
And
Lots.
if you see the film, I don't know if you show this, but if you will show this again, but in this one you show the deleted scenes and kind of the behind the scenes stuff, and it shut down a lot of stuff. And I had like a lot of equipment. Can you talk about the budget at all? Or is
Sure.
there
Yeah,
something-
no, the budget was definitely something like us as filmmakers. I think people were really surprised every time we go. I don't know if it's whether it's because people meet us and they think we're like college students or something, but we walk in there with like a $40,000 camera. They're like, "Whoa, you're serious about this?" I mean, we had a crane and dolly, and we had a 30-foot crane
Some
we
good
closed
equipment.
San Fernando. We had a tracking car for the bicycle shots. I mean, we
For
had
me,
some wonderful people.
Now, okay, so CineQuest is going on, and I've been covering CineQuest. I've been hearing a lot of talk about the red
Yes.
camera. This is something
Beautiful.
you use to shoot.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about this equipment. It's like all the rage right now.
Oh,
For me, I studied making film with film, celluloid, the real stuff. So it's hard for me to get into video in high definition. And we had a good sized budget for this project, but we also didn't have the ideal budget for it. So alternatively, looking at the best quality camera out there, the Red was my first choice because it looks and feels like film.
Right.
And as a director, shooting with the Red camera, you have to stay in the same kind of focus set as film is actually going to shoot. It's a very expensive medium. The Red is a large format to deal with in post-production. So you try to keep everything to the minimum and make sure that you take the best shots every time you take it. And in turn, you get a movie that looks and feels like anything else that you would see in a movie.
And we have to thank Fraser Bradshaw.
Fraser Bradshaw is an amazing director of photography. We're very privileged to have him on board with this. And for me, as a young director and having an experienced DP like Fraser on that, I actually learned more than I ever thought I would learn making this film. And I'm ready for the next one.
Well, the film is great. It looks great. Y'all did a wonderful job. Congratulations. What's next for the film?
We're shopping around at festivals. We have a good hope for LA shorts in August, and we have a strong hope of New York Woodstock in October, actually. So we're hoping for those two, so we can have an East Coast and a West Coast. And then we're actually in pre-production for our second film as a team right now, looking to shoot that in April. And we're going to go forward and keep making movies.
There you go. Good luck with that. This is the Wave Magazine here with the cast and crew of Whiskey Tears. This is Frank, Bianca, Brad, and Shantae. Check the movie out. Stay tuned, and it's a great one. So look out for it.
Thank you, The Wave.
Yeah, let's do the wave.
I didn't do the wave. I'm sorry.
Chris, stop taping!
My dress.
Cut! Deleted scenes!
I know.
And Shantae,
Yay!
thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Right.
the best. Thank you.
Definitely. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
I
editing.
need help with editing. I have a couple
Yeah.
things I'd like to remove. No, I'm just
I don't think any edited. What's next for the film?
We're shopping around at festivals. We have a good hope for LA shorts in August, and we have a strong hope of New York Woodstock in October, actually. So we're hoping for those two, so we can have an East Coast and a West Coast. And then we're actually in pre-production for our second film as a team right now, looking to shoot that in April. And we're going to go forward and keep making movies.
There you go. Good luck with that. This is the Wave Magazine here with the cast and crew of Whiskey Tears. This is Frank, Bianca, Brad, and Shantae. Check the movie out. Stay tuned, and it's a great one. So look out for it.
Thank you, The
Stop.
Wave.
Yeah, let's do the wave.